It's like car porn and Ford porn in there, man. Crazy stuff. Yeah. Right, so we're down with the guys at MJ Performance today. This is their demo car behind them, Fiesta ST 180. I'm just going to let them both briefly talk about, not briefly, I want them to kind of go in depth about where they started and what's happening now and things like that. So, I'm going to hand over to you.
Yeah, well guys, this little car was introduced to me. It was sat out the front. I do a lot of hill climbing, motorsport, track days, do what I can. And I jokingly said to Martin, be interested in hill climb this thing, and sparked the idea with Martin to develop this little car. And then we took on the Revo tuning side of things, and it just started to snowball basically. So it all started with Martin becoming the Revo dealer, and then we decided to use this as the development car. So I've driven it, and Martin has, in every stage of its development. First off, it was just the standard brakes, the standard car, no livery, no nothing, no seats. You know, it was a standard ST, standard front brakes, standard rears. We all we did was added the Revo Stage 3, and then, I mean, I'll lead Martin
on the brake side of it.
Yeah.
We were chatting earlier, weren't we? We've been through every stage of the brakes side of it. We'll talk about that first. So the brakes on the car are fine for stock.
Yep.
They'll cope with it, but you always want that bit more. As you start, going up the scale on the stages and the power and the torque, you need to. People forget about brakes, so that needs to be addressed. So we ran it on put race pads in it, all round with the braided lines, made it better, of course. And then when we started upgrading the power, you need to go a bit further. We ran the Alcon Revo brakes, which are 332mm discs on the front. 4-pot mono calipers with the race pads, fantastic. Couldn't really fault them. I drove it in anger, Richard drove it in anger around Castle Combe, Donington, in all different climates.
Worked really well, but we found the rear was out of balance with the front.
Yeah.
You had the standard brakes on the rear, the
Yeah.
Revo brakes on the front. So Martin sparked, we need to do something about it. So, bigger brakes basically.
Well, because people forget about the rears. They concentrate on the front, but nobody's done anything on the rear.
Yeah.
So it was important to think, okay, think outside of the box here. Let's create something, design something, and we've done that. And now this kit that you see here, which is also the same kit which is on Monty's that you can see in the background there, just in a different colour.
Yeah.
Again, that gives you the choice with the custom side of it with the powder coating. So
you've got 8-pot progressive calipers on the front now. Size of the disc, Martin?
340mm.
340mm discs.
Complete with battle scar.
Yeah, that's one of my trips into the kitty litter. We DS5
2500 race pads,
and the same in the rear. There's a 4-pot caliper, and again that's a progressive.
That's a 315mm disc on the back.
Yeah.
These are cross drilled. You can have different finishes on it, cross drilled, grooved, and there's quite a few options on that. Cool. That's a 4-pot caliper with a single spot electronic handbrake, which now handbrake delete, and now works electronically, which we sampled that.
Yeah.
We're done with that just now, and you were quite impressed with that, weren't you? So it works very well. Richard explained about the driving side of it with the balance. So.
Balancing the brakes. A lot of people said. Some people have even said a bit overkill, but you just can't go overkill on brakes. It's a silly comment. The bigger your brakes, the quicker you can stop. The later you can turn, brake into a corner. And I proved it at Castle Combe on rally day with the other cars, braking far later than them into corners, out-braking them, and there wasn't a car on the circuit that could catch this thing. There's some big cars there, but the car talks for itself.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that we didn't have the dry weather really to test it, but that will come soon.
Yeah. This has gone through all sorts of stages of modification. Again, we're now at the final stage with the race intercooler, which comes complete with the crash bar from Pro Alloy. All this is changed, and the weight of the original crash bar this actually weighs less than the original.
The whole kit weighs less than the original crash bar.
Christ.
This was, a crossover pipe Martin had designed. We're thinking we want cold air going into the car. We've got the big mouth set up, which rams cold air straight into the airbox, straight through here. This originally runs around the back, straight over the exhaust.
Which we have ran. We ran it at the first stage early on in the year at Castle Combe.
We ran it.
It was over 30 degrees of heat. We ran the crossover pipe with the original across the back of the Simpson race manifold.
Yeah.
absolutely fine, didn't have any issues as such. Thinking about it, you don't really want a cold air intake pipe running across a hot source, heat source, i.e. the manifold. You don't want that. So,
no. So this made a huge difference on obviously keeping the air cooler, forcing colder air into the turbo, and you know, letting some of the heat escape as well from the exhaust manifold. People are asking why have we got this gold cover over the top? We had so much that manifold produces so much heat that we had a fire basically.
Really?
So we had to, because everything under here is plastic.
Yeah.
It actually got so hot that it melted the plastic, dripped down onto the manifold, and yeah, in track conditions, that thing glows almost white hot. It's yeah, proper sort of incarnation. We haven't fully tested it with all the new intercooler. We've done aircon delete.
Yeah, that's quite an important one because
aircon delete. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not for everybody. I mean, Tim's thinking about it with his race red one. Like I said, you either not bothered about having the aircon and lose all that weight. Some people want it, and they want to keep the creature comforts, which is understandable. So yeah, this is aircon delete on this one. Also, like Rich was talking about the crossover pipe, we used the Mishimoto oil catch can setup, but again, I wanted to think outside of the box, do something a little bit different. The norm on it, which we ran before, Tim runs it on his. There's a few of my customers that run it with the standard installation kit that you get with a Mishimoto oil catch can. I want to do something a little bit different, so we've re-engineered the rocker cover to take a jig fitting, which is a race fitting, and then run the nylon black braided lines, which also matches the braided lines that you get in the oil cooler feed pipes from Pro Alloy. So it all matches, and it's, you know, we've just used race fittings. It looks a lot, it's functional, it looks better, and again, it's quite unique.
You've basically done it the way it should be done, really.
I think so, yeah. It's just you can always enhance things. You know, I mean, a bit like the Pro Alloy, the Pro Clamps, Speedflow Pro Clamps. We only use the Speedflow stuff. It is the best.
Yeah.
And it's cosmetic, but it just makes it look a bit better.
I mean, we must be doing something right, because we know for a fact we were the first in the country to develop this
properly.
I must say, I've seen a lot of Fiesta season. I have not seen that.
Yeah, I think I've seen one other
Yeah.
before that, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't really like that. It was just chucked together. It was just a bit of a testing thing, really. Just staying on the exhaust side of it, like the brakes. So the brakes, which we had designed in conjunction with High Spec Motorsport, they make the brakes for us. It's a long process. You're talking 6 months to get that sorted out, and the same sort of time scale for the Mark III Focus RS, which is going to be coming soon, which is really exciting. On the exhaust side of it, we work very closely with Simpson Race Exhaust, Matt Simpson.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's tubular manifold you've got going on. Yeah.
So this is the first. I mean, the later ones have if you look down there. So that's got the Simpson Racing just tag plate on it. Yeah. The later ones have our tag plate on it as well, opposite. This was the first prototype demo one, so it's not really important on this car. But yeah, Matt Simpson, he's the current drives in the current BTCC series.
Yeah.
So if you look at some of his stuff on Instagram, Facebook, he is the best. Yeah. Now, it took a little bit of convincing to get Matt to do it because he doesn't really get involved with performance cars, the roadie stuff. He's not really into that. So, and he's too busy doing the competition and race stuff. So, we had a long conversation with him, and he agreed to do it, which is fantastic for us. So again, we have exclusivity to this. This tubular manifold, people have asked me, oh, it's just the same as, it's a tubular manifold, the same as the others. It is not the same as the others. I don't even get involved in discussion with that. This particular manifold here has taken a long time to develop and test. It's a full touring car spec manifold, meaning it's got equal lengths within 10 millimeters, and they go into a separate collector with retaining springs. So this is the same setup in configuration as what they would run on the current BTCC cars. That's what you're paying for, that's what you get effectively. So it is not the same, okay? So that runs through, at the moment we're using Miltech connector pipes, the underside. If we just have a quick walk around to the rear. So the rear silencer, okay, is again, the Simpson Racing rear silencer is quite bespoke. It's a repackable rear silencer, okay, 3-inch tailpipe, it's got his emblem on the tailpipe as well. That was especially designed for us. Okay, something a bit different. Everybody runs the twin exit pipes. You know, I can offer that in Miltech, you know, in the Scorpion, in the Mount Tune. They're all pretty much the same. I wanted to go with something a little bit different. Again, think outside of the box. So we come up with, the Matt came up with that. And because it's repackable, you're able to take some of the, a bit like a bike.
Yeah.
You know, you can take the packing out. If you go to tracks and they say, oh, that's too loud. Okay, put some more packing in it, quietens it down. Ideal. So you've got, and it's excluded. I've not seen another.
No, I definitely have. I agree
so
with you now. I've not seen that. Yeah, because obviously when you got to Castle Coombe, they've got quite a lot of low noise restrictions and stuff like that.
They have. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's not for everybody, but I mean, it works well with the car, especially what we're doing. Just staying quickly on the exhaust front. We were hoping for the car to go back up to Matt Simpson this month. That hasn't happened because there's been delays in manufacturing. The car is going to be going back up to Matt Simpson in the new year to have the exhaust completely reconfigured from the turbo. So because we're using Miltech connector pipes at the moment, that will be gone, and it will be a complete Simpson race, bespoke Simpson race system from the front to the back, which is going to be quite exclusive. Okay, that's just something else to look forward to, and we'll certainly keep you updated with what's going on.
So one question I ask, and probably the viewers are going to want to know, is obviously figures, power, torque, everything like that.
Yeah. So so we've not, to be honest, being truthful, this hasn't been on the rollers in the current RT 330 setup. We did give it just a quick power run when it ran S242 stage 3, and with the I don't know, did we have the front crossover pipe?
I don't think, no, we didn't.
No, we didn't. It still ran the pipe, the cold.
So even though it was still quite restricted then, yeah.
Yeah, and that's all over 270 wheel horsepower.
Yeah.
Wheel horsepower, not flywheel horsepower.
Yeah,
This
wheel.
is wheel horsepower is what matters. I mean, everybody uses flywheel horsepower because the figure's higher and it sounds better. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not raw power then, is it though?
No. No. So I mean, it's wheel. So
when I last drove it with that spec,
Yeah.
the 242, with those power figures, then it was phenomenally quick. But now with the RT 330 and everything else that's been done, it's like another level.
So what are you expecting next when you do get it on the dyno?
We would like to see, wheel horsepower figures.
It'll be over 300 wheel horsepower.
Over 300 wheel horsepower.
It'll be over 300 wheel horsepower. Yeah.
That's insane.
Especially with the exhaust, the rest of it, and the future additions. I mean, we're not too sure, what's going to happen, but there are, there's still more to come, and we will be.
I mean, I'll just like with the rolling roads. I'm not really one for the rolling roads. People demand it. Oh, the figures and this, that sort of stuff. I know how fast this car is. Rich certainly knows how fast this car is. He's been through all the phases with it. So all we got to say on that front is, yes, it is important to some people, but all you got to do is go in the car, and then you realise you'll be blown away with it, and you'll realise that that's what matters, and you don't need a rolling road to tell you how fast the car is.
I'm not being funny, but we're both now, middle-aged. Yeah. We know our cars. We've been involved. We've been involved with.
Exactly. I was going to say.
RS's, evens. I mean, that's my personal car, a little 370 horsepower. We know quick cars, and this thing, by far, if you handed me the keys to any of the RS's that we've got, even my old Evo, which was an RS4 with a huge power, this thing, because people don't expect it and how quick it actually is. We proved it, like I said, at Rally Day. It just, there wasn't another car on the track that could overtake it.
Yeah.
We were in front, and it stayed out there. There's video proof on YouTube. So we don't need the figures. It'd be nice to know, to be honest, because we keep getting asked. But we will eventually. We need to do it because people keep asking. So when we do, we'll release those figures, and you'll know then what power it's producing. The only other thing we're doing to it now is obviously the bonnet was closed earlier on. We're trying to lose as much weight as possible. We've got full plexiglass windows. It's in the middle of being stripped out inside. We've got 2 bucket seats, which are fiberglass. We're going to add a full cage, which I know will put a little bit more weight back into it. but I've had a couple of offs this year, and we just want to not only make it a bit safer, it's customers come out in the car, so if there was a problem, then the cage will be there to save us. There'll be new doors are being added. We've got a full-on carbon bonnet.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a pure carbon bonnet.
So weight-wise, what do you reckon this weighs then as well?
Well, we'd like to know, so we will be putting out, again, with us, when we do the power figures,
Yeah.
we will, when it's finished, because there's different doors going on, which will be either carbon fibre or fiberglass. We haven't decided yet on the budget. The rear tailgate will be changed. That's going to be, again, either carbon fibre or fiberglass.
So it's going to be
It'll
very,
be
very
under,
light, yeah.
we'll get this. We'll
We'll
get
get
this.
it
We'll get the little beast under 1,000 kilos.
Easily
Yeah,
under
definitely.
1,000 kilos with a full tank of fuel.
That's
So
mad.
if with that kind of power, it's going to be.
I mean, like Rich was saying about the bodywork, we got the carbon fibre bonnet. Now, I'm not too sure which route we're going to go yet. I can, I don't know, carbon fibre doors, maybe. There's some new panels out now, which Rob is doing at SEC Performance in really high grade fiberglass. He's trying and testing it on his own race car, his time attack car. So we might, they do a tailgate as well, so I might, that's an option. Tailgate, doors.
That's just endless, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is, yeah, but I mean, if I give you an idea, I think, through memory, the doors, one of the doors on these weighs about 24 kilos.
Right, and the new ones you get.
And the new, yeah, about 24 kilos, and I think from what Rob was telling me at SCC, fiberglass doors are like 7-8 kilos.
Wow, that's a big chunk to take
Massive.
off. Yeah.
Absolutely, isn't it?
Yeah, the rear boot lid, that with the glass in it,
Yeah.
it's got to be around 40. It's
Yeah.
got to be,
But it's-
about 35
Yeah.
kilos with the glass.
But it's little things, isn't it? You take out the wiper motor, people say, oh, what
Yeah.
with that? It's not a,
Yeah.
it doesn't do a lot. Well, it's weight, in it? So you might as well take it out while you're there. But loads more stuff to come on this. So on the suspension side of it,
Yep.
we do recommend the H&R stuff. We've used it ourselves. It's great stuff. We ran standard shocks with H&R springs. Tim, one of our customers out there, is Race Red one, which is similar sort of configuration as this, with regards to upgrades. He runs the H&R springs, absolutely fine.
Yep.
We tracked it a few times, Rich, didn't we, with the H&R springs?
Yeah.
No problems with that. We've now upped the level a bit. This now runs H&R coilovers,
Yeah.
which is quite, as I said on one of our own previous videos, it's a bit strange because I've not seen another ST180 running H&R coilovers.
No,
so we
no,
wanted
I was about to say that. Actually. I haven't
everybody
yeah.
goes for the B&Cs and the Bilsteins, and so we wanted again something a little bit different.
Yep.
I don't know.
Stick to what you know, basically. Then.
Yeah, I mean it's great. I mean we use all the H&R stuff on the Mark III Focus RSs with the roll bars and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so that's what it runs on the suspension side of things. It's got all the Powerflex, uprated brushes, poly brushes on it. As you can see, we run quite a bit of negative camber on the
Yeah,
front.
I can say that.
Yeah, and it runs a bit of negative and positive camber on the rear actually for turning. So, like I say, Rich has tried to unsettle this car purposely, and
Yeah, a little bit of negative camber, and it's a little bit of toe in, and because we've shimmed the rear, we've adjusted it ourselves, modified it ourselves, and with the guys who help us set it up, and it's awesome. There used to be a problem with turning with lift off oversteer, and you still get a tiny bit, but it's just by far reduced
obviously the Toyo, the R888 R tires are fantastic.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They're brilliant.
Slicks for racing, you can't beat the R888s.
I must say on the software, obviously we are, I'm the Revo dealer for Ford Performance for the Southwest. I can't fault, not just saying it because I'm a dealer, I can't fault the Revo software. It's fantastic, it is, in my opinion, it's the most reliable and it's the safest one. Anybody can start ramping up the power on cars, but that's no good if not reliable.
Exactly.
So we run it. I wouldn't recommend anything on your car or anybody else's potential customers' cars that I wasn't willing to run on my own car.
Yeah.
And that's why we do all the testing ourselves. So
it's what MJP's about. It's more the Revo tuning system has been tested for years on these cars, and it's safe. We know it's safe horsepower. The rest of the bits we've added ourselves to increase the horsepower, but that's on a standard motor, and it's done. God, I've abused the car for 2 years now, nearly, and it's still on the same engine. So
It's ridiculous,
it's
isn't
just
it?
a testament to Revo really, and how safe the tuning system is. People will remap, flash the bloody ECUs and try and get crazy results, but it's not Revo.
Yeah, it's got to be what I feel comfortable with as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't,
We don't want cars going out the door and big power and going bang down the road. That's not the point of the
I
garage.
don't want the phone ringing every 2 minutes saying, "Oh,
No.
this has happened. It's not running right," and don't want that. That's no good, is it? That's not good for business. But
And this thing has proved, how good Revo is. There's no special map on it. It's what you can buy. What's in there is what you can buy directly.
which is really important. You need to be able to offer this to potential customers.
We don't know how it stands against the other tuning companies. We'd like to find out next year. We're going to invite them to the track days we're doing, and if they've got a road going ST180 with their tuning systems on it, we're not talking race cars here. We're talking this. You can drive it to the shops if you want to. We're talking.
It has to be.
We will ask them
equivalent.
to the track day
Yeah.
and see how it performs. We'd like to see it.
That'd be great to get on camera
Yeah.
as well.
It would
Yeah.
be.
Well, it is. I'm going to try and organise.
We're
what
not
I'm
saying
going
this
to do,
thing's
guys.
going to kick everybody's
No,
rear
it's
end,
not.
but it will be interesting to find out.
To compare your build to everyone else's.
Yeah, we're going to try. I mean, the good
It'll be
thing.
really good. I think it'll make really good YouTube content.
It
as
would
well.
be. It'd be
A lot
great
of people
to.
want to see it.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got Fast Forward asking us that they want to do a feature on this one in development and where it's all come from.
Yeah.
Especially the Maltese M Sport one there, which is quite a special car, which we'll do a feature on that another time.
Cool.
But, so if I can, I'm going to try and organise that to have a meet at a circuit and do a full-on track day. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's the car, guys. I'm going to come down here now and hopefully film a bit more. Obviously, George has opened me up and brought me down here. I'm local around this area-ish anyway. So I would love to come down and do a few more videos for them and see what they got in store for the future. But massive thank you for letting me come down and film today. It's been a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure, no problem at all.
Appreciated it. I'm going to put all of their links in the description down below, so make sure you check it all out. You guys got a YouTube channel?
We have indeed, yes.
You've got YouTube, you've got Facebook.
So we've got MJ Performance Plymouth on YouTube. Obviously, we've got our website, www.mjperformance.co.uk, and Facebook and Instagram, of course, MJ Performance Plymouth.
Cool.
So check us out on that, guys. We're always approachable. I'm always contactable. So we'll speak to you soon, guys.
That's it, guys. We'll catch you up in the next few videos. I will come down here again for sure and film this car for more, because they've definitely got more coming in and stock for it. It's just a mad car. It's probably one of the craziest cars I've seen within the whole of the country, to be fair, and I've seen a lot of STs that you guys have seen on my channel. So massive thanks to MJ Performance again for letting me come down and film this today. I'll catch up with you guys all soon.